Welcome back to the future. I mean, we're in the past, but welcome back to the future. Welcome back to this game.
Yes.
Last time, time travel. This time, soup.
But he said not to eat the soup. It might cause damage to your internal organs.
Right.
You gotta make a phone call.
Okay, this looks depressing.
What is the 30s?
Was that a baseball game playing on the radio?
Could be anything.
McFly? Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
Oh boy.
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
It's
Keep your eyes on
Butthead,
the
thank
soup,
you.
kid.
That's what I was about to say.
Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Cue ball?
I guess it's bald underneath there.
Okay.
Hey, never mind.
You need to be more persistent, Marty.
Would you like to see a picture of my dad?
He was yet to be born at this point, probably. Oh, there's the phone.
Although if I showed him a picture, they'd probably just think it was Marty's grandfather.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Guy.
Yet you talk to yourself in front of him.
He only dialed 2 numbers.
Hi.
They were a lot
Do you know
shorter.
where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
I keep forgetting that Doc was super rich.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering why the butler was answering the phone.
Brown residence.
Well, that's just rude, Marty. Want me to call him again?
Sure. Is your refrigerator running?
Brown residence.
Yes, I'm looking for Seymour. Seymour Butts.
Mr. Butts is at the courthouse. Pay soup, cabbage.
There's no way I'm going to keep that door open without some help.
There's really no reason to go in there. I
Not
don't think.
yet.
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Okay. Well, you know, Marty, if you're looking for some quick cash, I know of a get-rich scheme from 2015.
Not that it's gonna help too much here.
The kitchen's for management only. Whoa!
I'm sure we could get past him this time, right?
The kitchen's for management only, Rummy. Whoa!
We could easily just duck under that.
I don't need soup that badly.
Wait, so the gangsters had a speakeasy and they immediately set up shop next door in the soup kitchen? In what, like 2 days?
Well, they have a lot of money from all the alcohol, so they can probably just do that.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
That guy really likes doing soup.
Nice rack.
Okay.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds
I'm
of
sorry, I just had to hear
You
it.
just wanted him to say nice
enhancements
rack.
back there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a pipe!
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Probably hot water. Maybe.
Yeah.
Of course, that'd be a little too obvious, I guess.
So I guess we're going to the cat house.
See what he used to work as.
No! Don't go in the soup kitchen.
Doesn't it seem like the controls kind of change a little bit with the
Yeah.
camera as well?
I'll be honest, these control systems aren't really that great. I mean, it's a point and click adventure, essentially, so it doesn't need to be great, but still.
Yeah. You kind of assume that forward would be forward when you go to the next screen, rather than forward maybe being going to the left, depending on which way the camera's oriented. Hey, Einstein. Come to think of it, wouldn't Einstein also be picking up the scent of the younger Doc Brown going up the steps of the
That's
courthouse?
what I thought it was going to happen.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
His voice also
Judge
says,
Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Tell them about the rocket-powered
I don't need to
drill,
go in there anymore. I don't need to go in there anymore.
I want to see what the courthouse looks
yeah,
like.
that courthouse is a fixture of every movie, but we never actually see the inside.
You do see it very little in the second movie where Biff crashes through the window.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That's about it. You also get to see the top of it in the first one.
Yeah. Come back, Emmett.
My lust for you knows no bounds.
Well, so much for that.
Let's just say we need a lawyer.
Oh, maybe. Dang it! You could... I'm trying to go straight! Analog controls are not ideal for this, man.
Maybe the arrow buttons would work better.
Actually, yes. Slightly. But I'm still like... I'm trying to go left, and to do that I need to go forward and to the right. No, now it's changed. What the heck?
I think it's the way the camera is.
Yeah.
Basically, you have like a set pattern of directions, but then when the camera changes, so there's...
Can I talk to Doc?
Doc.
Doc
Morty,
Goose.
have you found my younger self yet?
Were you on the floor?
maybe.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
Oh, there he
During
is.
my trip to the past, I decided to look into
Go
one
back
of
to
Hill
Quinn.
Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Huh.
Well, I met your younger self,
There he
Right.
is.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections. So I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated
He
to
keeps
the
going
law.
back and forth
It's
to
a
the
facade,
courthouse.
I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure. One which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
But on this. Wait, there's more dialogue options.
Doc!
Marty!
Again!
How goes the escape plan?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been
Few
busy
months.
raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer?
2011.
2011?
Forget I said anything.
What happened in 2011?
I don't
Where'd the
know.
DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Riff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy.
I guess
That
they're like
DeLorean...
the if
It's for all
sounds in
intents and
their names.
purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Wow. Plausible explanation. Sure, why not? At least we have an answer to that now.
Yeah.
So, what were you doing in 1931
I'm
anyway?
trying to figure out the secret of the fire, right?
Nothing terribly exciting, indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two, the usual.
Usual. You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. He almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
I have a feeling there'll be a twist to that later on.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No,
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison,
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
that's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just somehow lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
This is some good writing. I'm enjoying all of this so far.
Yeah.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
I think
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
not as bad as in the third movie where you don't know when love will hit you. It's just like lightning. Marty, please don't say that.
Okay.
So we're gonna try to go back to the courthouse, or do you think he's still at the?
I don't know. He kept going back and forth.
Yeah, you got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it's like every time the camera angle changes, you have to stop pressing the direction you're pressing, and then go in the...
Oh, there he is.
What if the camera angle changes and he's in a different position?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
I love this
So,
dialogue.
Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night. But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Doesn't he have school?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Wait, is Marty over 18? Because in 85 that was drinking age, but... What was it? I don't know.
I'm not really sure when that changed.
Hmm.
I wouldn't think he was much older than 16. To be honest.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
I think you do.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Me again. We were talking 2 seconds ago.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me
You're
something,
not a
Mr.
rocket-powered drill.
Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Wow, young Doc is a bit of a dick.
He's living in the shadow of his father. That's really the main thing.
Hey, we both have fathers. No, I know what this picture's for, and I don't think it actually plays
Not
with the
until
puzzle.
later, I would guess. Oh, that'd be an idea. Show him the tape recorder.
Wait! Wait! Wait!
No!
Damn it!
Can we go into
I
Clarence
don't
now?
need to go in there anymore.
Yes, I do!
We're in pursuit of the younger
I
dog.
don't think so. Will you just give me a
That's
chance?
finished.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for. In more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Oh. Let's see, what else is there to
What
keep
is that? What is that? What is that? What is that?
Why is he still being shocked by it?
I'll say, we're
Okay.
back in the 30s.
Okay, let's talk to old Doc again.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by
Oh.
working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something when the inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Well, you know, it might script the timeline somehow.
I
A lot
still
of
can't
this is
figure out
screwed
what
up
your
the
younger
timeline
self
already.
is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Tape recorder.
Yeah, there you
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
go. Okay, now I think it'll work.
But don't forget, we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Hang in there, Doc. Not the best choice of words, Marty. I wish there was a run button in this game.
Oh, definitely.
Morty, stop being a slacker.
As it stands, I do kind of find the walk cycle pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Don't
Here we go.
think,
Aha.
think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Why can't we go, look, I've invented a tape recorder. I don't think that exists yet.
If they had tape at that time, it would have been a lot bigger.
Yeah. I don't think that was a thing until like the 50s.
Yeah.
And 31 is a lot less than 50-something. I know math.
Which apparently this doc is having problems with.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So,
It'll be fine.
maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
This is going to be interesting. I'm from the future.
I'm from the planet Vulcan. Jules Verne.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
Damn it, Telltale.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome. I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
We need a demonstration.
I need your rocket drill. I really need your rocket drill. I really, really need your rocket.
Can I see your rocket power drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
Besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket power drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
I love that term, Chicago overcoat.
Seems like everybody has their own terms. Cement overcoat, cement shoes.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the
What's
scoop?
the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Did you finish the story you interviewed before? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
So it sounds like it.
Yeah, I can help you deliver soup, but I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
I got a book.
Oh, where?
Somewhere. We will find out where we will be booking next time.
In the meantime, we're gonna get run over in the street!
Oh no!